Yeah. Eliminating running chains. Yeah. Back when the world felt small. No money talk. Just hooping at the park after school was out. Yeah. No egos, no business plans. Just scraped up knees and open hands. We ain't care who had more. Split everything from fries to chores. Before life added distance and ends. Back when we was friends. Yeah. We used to sit on that curb for hours. Talk about dreams bigger than towers. Swore we make it out the same way. Same car, same stage one day. Shared secrets under streetlight glow. Stuff nobody else could know. You knew my fears before I spoke. Knew when I was hurt from a single joke. We ain't have much, but we had trust. No contracts, no discuss. Just I got you, that was enough. Back when loyalty wasn't tough. But time moved quiet, people grow. Past split slow, you barely know. No big fight, no loud goodbye. Just space between the you and I. Funny how life don't always bend for what we swore would never end. Back when we was friends. Before the pride, before the trends. Before the distance, before the stress. Before success made things complex. Now we strangers with memories. Same city, different energies. I don't hate you, I just miss. Yeah, back when it was this. Back when it was this. I scroll past old photos sometimes, laughing at jokes, throwing peace signs. We looked invincible in that frame. Didn't know growth would change the game. Sometimes I wonder if you do the same. Think about me when you hear my name. Or if I'm just a chapter closed, a story you outgrew and froze. I ain't saying we gotta rewind. People evolve, that's life by design. But it's crazy how ambition can shift the tone. How silence turn a heart to stone. Maybe we wanted different heights. Maybe we handle pain different nights. Maybe ego spoke too loud. Maybe success drew a different crowd. I learned not every bond meant forever. Some friendships seasonal like weather. Still I carry lessons we built. Even the laughs, even the guilt. Back when we was friends. No filters, no pretend. Just loyalty, raw and real. Just hunger we both could feel. If I see you, it's still respect. No bitterness in effect. But deep down, it depend on if we could ever be back when we was friends. Some bonds fade, some bonds bend, some don't break, they just end. If you ever hear this song, just know there ain't no wrong. Just two kids who grew apart, still share a piece of heart. Yeah, life move on, that's the trend. But I'll always remember back when we was friends.
I drove by slow last night. Street looked different under them lights. Corner store got a brand new sign. Old mural gon' replace with a wine bar line. Same address, different soul. Felt like somebody rewrote the code.
The block ain't the same no more. If your race is at the door. Different music from the store. Different dreams they living for. I walk through it like a ghost. Recognize the streets the most, but it don't feel like before. The block ain't the same no more.
Used to hear kids playing past 10. Now it's condos and Teslas rolling in. Rent double, families moved. History packed up, memories removed. Ben's Carter porch that's gone. Mr. Lee shot. Lights off, done. That basketball hoop with no net hanging, replaced by a gym with a membership plan in. They call it development, we call it displacement. They see profit, we see erasing. Paint got fresh pressure, but the stories got thinner. New money moved in, old names got dimmer. I ain't mad at growth, I respect elevation, but what's progress without preservation? If you tear down roots to build up trends, what you really building in the end?
The block ain't the same no more. Recognizes at the door. Different music from the store. Different dreams they living for. I walk through it like a ghost. Recognize the streets the most, but it don't feel like before. The block ain't the same no more.
I remember summer nights on the curb. Arguments loud but loving the words. Cookout stretching down the block. Now noise complaints by 9 o'clock. We ain't perfect, we had flaws, but it was ours, without applause. That grit built character strong. Now it's curated all along. Truth is, I changed too. Left that block, chased what's new. Got a view from a higher floor, but still miss that corner store. Maybe change ain't just the street, maybe it's the man in these seats. We all evolve, we all depart, but some places tattoo your heart. Even if the skyline shift, even if the vibe don't hit, that soil still in my veins. You can't rezone that pain.
The block ain't the same no more, but the lesson's still at the core.
It taught me hustle, taught me pride, taught me how to survive outside.
They can repaint every door, but they can't rewrite a war we fought before.
New lights, new price, old memories, new life, change constant, that's the Lord. Still,
the block ain't the same no more. Different races at the door. Different music from the store. Different dreams they living for. I walk through it like a ghost. Recognize the streets the most, but it don't feel like before. The block ain't the same no more.
I parked, stepped out, looked around, heard silence louder than old sounds. City grow, time restore, but deep inside, I know for sure, no matter how far I explore, I came from that block before. Yeah.
I seen his face in an old photo roll. Cracked screen, but the memory hold. We was leaning on that busted fence. Two young kings with 0 cents. Before the world got complicated, before ambitions separated. Back when it was just us and the block. Me and my homie back then. We used to split that dollar menu. Talk big dreams like we knew. Swore we'd make it out together. Same grind, same weather. He had heart, I had plans. He moved fast, I made maps. We balanced out like night and day. Different styles, same hunger and play. He pulled up when I felt low. No questions asked, just let's go. We ain't need money to feel rich. Loyalty then, it didn't switch. But life got louder, pressure grew. Different choices came into view. He leaned toward fast lanes bright. I leaned toward slow grind nights. No explosion, no big fight. Just small distance over time. My homie back then. My homie back then. My homie back then. We was solid like cement. Same corner, same intent. Now it's memories I represent. No hate when I say his name. Just a little ache the same. We was brothers without blood. My homie back then. I heard he's still around that way. Same block, just different days. Sometimes I wonder if he think about how close we was to the brink. One wrong turn could have been me. One right move could have been he. Life ain't fair with who it been. Sometimes it's split. Best friends. He chased fast money, I chased legacy. He wanted now, I saw longevity. We both right in our own design. Just different clocks, different time. I ain't perfect, I changed too. Success shift, how you move. Sometimes growth feel like betrayal when somebody still is survivor the deal. But I never speak down on his path, cause he was there when I had half. And if I ever win too loud, It's cause we once dreamed it proud. My homie back then, still part of who I am. Every lesson, every score, every late night talk in the car. We ain't in them flames of smoke, just silence, neither of us broke. Sometimes love don't need the man, it just lived. Back then, it just lived. Back then. Whoa. If I see him, it's respect. No bitterness to protect. Time passed, that's all it been. Still, back then. City changed, we did too. Different views, different crew. But somewhere in them younger days, two kids stood certain other ways. Yeah, that was me and my homie back then. Yeah. Same corner, different glow. Used to feel warm, now I feel cold. Yeah. Street lights buzz, but they dim somehow. Maybe they weaker, maybe it's now. Used to paint gold on the pavement cracks. Now they flicker like they holding back. City still stand where it used to stand, but it don't feel the same as back then. Yeah, we used to sit under that amber light, talk big dreams every summer night. No bills due, no names in stone, just loud laughs and a borrowed phone. That glow made everything feel safe. Even heartbreak had softer edges. Even fear ain't looked so deep under lights that didn't sleep. Now I walk past, head down low, same post stand, but it don't glow. Maybe the bulb still burn the same, but in a sense ain't in the frame. Time don't want you in this shit. It just slowly changed the gift. Places don't fade, we do. Memories bright, reality muted hue. The street lights don't shine like they used to. Or maybe I don't see like I used to. Same block, same view, but the colors don't cut through. Yeah, used to feel gold in the night. Now it's just pale white light. Street lights still stand in line, but they don't shine the same in my mind. I remember when hope was simple, future felt close, not mental. Back when problems felt temporary, not permanent and heavy. We ain't rich, but we ain't stressed. We ain't healed, but we ain't pressed. Somewhere between then and now, life dimmed the halo somehow. Maybe the lights ain't lose they spark. Maybe adulthood just stopped there. Feels it harder than street light glow. Lost cut deeper than we show. We lost some friends under that shine. Candles replaced that yellow line. We grew cautious, we grew scarred. Even victory feel less starred. But maybe brightness ain't what it was. Maybe it's buried under because we know too much, because we felt too much. It seems like street lights don't shine like they used to, but maybe they never change, we grew. They still glow for the next young kid, still like dreams like ours once did. It ain't the bulb that lost its fight, it's perspective in the night. Same city, different eyes, same life, different life. If I stand there long enough, maybe I'll see it bright enough. Maybe it's not about the past, it's about how long you let it last. I look up one more time, yellow glow across the line. It ain't weaker, it ain't gone, it just shine on a different dawn. Yeah, street lights still on at night. Maybe I just changed my sight. Maybe I just changed my sight.
Yeah. Rain hit different on concrete cracks. Neon drip down the fire escape backs. Breath heavy, heartbeat loud. City quiet, but my thoughts too proud. That alley still smell like old mistakes. Rusty gates and cheap cologne breaks. I ain't been back there in years, since the last time I ran through that alley in fear. Yeah.
I was young, cried too tall, didn't know the weight of a fall. Wrong word said to the wrong crew, wrong place when the tension grew. Footsteps echo off brick walls, adrenaline drowning siren calls. Trash cans scatter, shadows shift, every corner feel like a cliff.
I ain't run cause I was guilty, I ran cause survival built me. In a place where ego loud, you learn real quick not to stand too proud. Yeah, that night felt longer than years. Sweat mixed rain, mixed fear. Every step was life or pride. Every breath felt amplified. Yeah.
Mama voice in the back of my head, make it home, not hospital bed. You don't think about legacy then, you just trying to see tomorrow again. The last time I ran through that alley, I left more than footprints behind me. Left my ego, left my rage, left a version of me that aged. I ain't just run from fists or heat, I ran from who I used to be. That alley's still there in the night, but I ain't that kid in that fight.
I wait back, years later alone. Same graffiti on the stone, yeah. Smaller than it felt before. Fear don't stretch like it did at 14's door. Funny how time shrink monsters down. What felt like kings was just loud clowns. But scars, remember what pride forget. Body keeps score, you can't reset, yeah.
Now I move different through them streets, calm steps, steady beats. I don't prove nothing with my chest, real strength quiet, less impressed. Back then I thought respect was loud, now I know it ain't about the crowd. That alley taught me one clear rule, you can be brave and still be a fool. Sometimes the strongest move you make is the one where you don't retaliate.
Yeah.
The last time I ran through that alley, I outran more than somebody. I outran ego, I outran pride, I outran the need to collide. It wasn't weakness, it was sight. It wasn't fear, it was light.
That night didn't make me small, it made me outgrow it all. Some places hold who you were, some places blur. But growth ain't loud like a gunshot sound. Sometimes it's footsteps turning around. Yeah, yeah. Rain still falling on that same brick wall. City still echo with distant calls. But if I walk that path tonight, it ain't to run, it ain't to fight. It's just to prove to myself I grew from the last time I ran through.
wax melt on the sidewalk cracks. Teddy bears in a name in black. News vans gon' block back quiet, but silence louder than a riot. We used to stand right here and laugh. Now I'm standing here doing math, cause not everybody makes it out. We started 10 deep on that same corner, same hunger, same disorder. Talk big dreams under broken lights. Swore we'd all see better nights. One caught a case, one caught a bullet, one caught addiction, couldn't pull it. One move wrong when pride got loud. One got lost trying to impress a crowd. Now it's fewer chairs at the table, fewer names I'm able to call when life get heavy. Survivors guilt weighs steady while I'm hearing they ain't. That question hit different in the paint. We all had the same zip code, same crack streets, same mode, but fate don't move in equal lines. Same start, different finish times. You think you invincible at 17? Till reality intervene. Not everybody makes it. Some dreams never make it off the pavement. Some voices fade in mid-sentence. Some futures end in an instant. We all thought we was built the same till life starts calling names. Now every win feels sacred, cause not everybody makes it. I still hear they laugh sometimes, echo in the back of my mind. I still see them in the mirror flash when I move too fast. Some nights I toast to the sky. Some nights I question why. Some nights I feel them near, like don't waste what you got here. See, survival ain't always skill. Sometimes it's timing, sometimes it's will, sometimes it's luck you can't explain. Sometimes it's learning from somebody else's pain. I used to move like I couldn't fall. Now I calculate every call. I ain't fearless, I'm aware. I seen what happens when you don't care. And every step I take ahead, I carry names of the ones not led. They ain't statistics in my book, they chapters that the world overlook. Not everybody makes it, so I treat each breath as sacred. The chant, every stage, every mile, built on somebody else's trial. If I rise for the ones who ain't good to see the sun. Success feel different when you're facing, knowing not everybody makes it. Yeah, we was kids with the same blueprint, same laughter, same movement. Life don't promise equal pages. Some stories in mid-sentence. I know best, that mural slow. Faces painted in the glow. I whisper, I remember every December. And every time I am a pain, I say their names before I celebrate. Yeah, not everybody makes it, so I move like every breath is barred. Yeah. I wasn't raised by palm trees. I wasn't raised by ocean breeze. I was raised where the sidewalks crack, where sirens sing lullabies back. No white fences, no green lawns, just gray walls and streetlight dawns. My playground had no sand, just concrete under my hands. Yeah, I learned balance on an even ground. Learned silence from gunshot sounds. Learned early how to read a face. Who's safe, who fake, who case the case. Concrete don't bend, it harden you. Make your skin thick when life scar you. Every fall left scrapes on knees. Every loss brought clarity. Basketball hoop with no net swinging.
dreams bigger than the block we in. Mama said don't let this place define, but it shaped every frame of mine. I ain't grow soft, I grew aware, in a place where weakness ain't fair. Concrete cold, but it built my spine. Taught me pressure make diamonds shine. You either crack or you compress. You either fold or manifest. That pavement ain't just where I stood, it's where I understood.
I was raised by crime and greed. Heart strong, mind discreet. No silver spoon, no soft seed. Just survival in the heat. Every scar a lesson taught. Every dream I had I fought. I ain't grow up sweet. I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete.
Yeah.
I grew up on
Summers felt hot on asphalt nights. We ain't have much, but we had fights. Not just fists, but will to win. Against statistics, box to sin. Concrete don't lie, it show to wear. Cracks like pain, you gotta bear. But even through them broken seams, grass still grow like dreams. Now I walk in marble halls, but I remember gray brick walls. Remember echoes and stairwells tight. Remember hunger every night. Concrete taught me patience slow. Taught me when to move, when to let go. It ain't glamorous, it ain't sweet, but it built discipline in my feet. Some folks raised by comfort zones. I was raised by survival tones. And that differential in the climb. When pressure hit, I don't decline.
raised on concrete. It made it easy. Not an ego, but in heartbeat. I don't crumble when it get rough. Gray days made me tough. Every level that I reach, still got dust on my feet. Cause I was raised by concrete. I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete.
Stone cold nights, hard lessons. Pain turned into progression. From crack ground to penthouse suite. Still concrete under my feet. I ain't ashamed of where I'm from. Pavement made who I become. You see skyline when you look at me. I see sidewalks that raise me. Yeah. Yeah. I grew up with scars discreet.
I grew up on concrete.
I was raised by concrete.
I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete.
Yeah.
I grew up on concrete. I grew up on concrete.
Yeah. 2 a.m., window cracked open, cold air drifting, city still smoking. Then the sound cut through the quiet, high-pitched cry like the sky ride. Red and blue bounce off the wall, shadow stretch down the hall. Some folks sleep through it tight, but not when you raised on sirens at night. Own up. That sound meant run, meant somebody's son got caught by a gun. Meant cuffs click or stretch a roll, meant another mama lose control. We ain't check whether we check the tone, how long it lasts, how close it moan. Is it slow fade or fast approach? Is it we safe or brace and hope? I learned pitch before algebra, learned distance from the siren blur. Knew the difference in police and fire, but how the echo climb higher. That noise ain't background to me. Memories.
Some kids hear lullabies. We heard everywhere through the night anthem. Remind us how fragile life been. Sirens in the middle of the night, red and blue cut through the white. Hearts race when that sound ignites. Somebody's wrong, somebody's fight. It ain't just noise, it's a warning sign. A thin line between yours and mine. When you grow up under that light, sirens change your sleep at night. I still flinch when it get too close, even now when I'm doing the most. Success don't mute that frequency. Trauma live in memory. You can move the quieter blocks, but you can't erase that clock. That tick in your chest when the sirens spin. Like, is it him, is it them, is it me again? Now when I hear it, I pause and pray for whoever caught in that fray. Could be a kid like I once was, caught in pride or caught in buzz. Could be a mother clutching air, could be a brother unaware. Sirens ain't evil, they just signal pain, but in my hood they meant a stain. And I promised myself if I made it out, I live loud without that route. Cause too many names got lost in that sound, too many candles on that ground. Sirens in the middle of the night used to mean run, now it mean inside. It mean I survived what could have been mine. Mean I walk a thinner line where every way will remind me clear. Life ain't promised here. So I move careful, move right, cause I know what that sound mean at night. Some people hear it fade away, turn over, sleep, start their day. But some of us still hold our breath till silence replace the end. 3 a.m. it quiet again, city hum low like it pretend. But somewhere down another street, another siren start to speak. Yeah. And I whisper low, no spotlight, please let everybody make it home tonight. Yeah. Plastic stools on broken tile, steam from cups, stacking a while. Old fridge hum with a tired buzz, sugar, ice, and neighborhood love. Sun go down, the block slow breathe. Everybody gather like we all believe. World felt big, but life felt calm. At the drink spot at the end of the air. After school we post up there, backpacks heavy, dreams in the air. 50 cents for a cup with ice, wisdom free with neighborhood advice. OG talk about back in the day, stack slow money, don't rush that pay. We nod like we understood, half listening, feeling good. That spot seen first heartbreak tears, first fist fights, teenage fears, seen small beef get squashed with a sip. Seen small talk turn business legit. It wasn't fancy, wasn't elite, just concrete. Plastic and heartbeat, no Wi-Fi, no filters, just face to face, real hitters. No likes, no trends, just laughter that didn't pretend. That corner wasn't just a stand, it was how we learned to be men. At the drink spot at the end of the alley, we built stories nobody tallied. Cheap clubs, expensive lessons, raw truth, no impressions. Before the grind, before the fame, before we even knew the game, we found ourselves naturally at that spot in the yellow. Summer nights stretch long and warm, arguments loud but never storms. We debate who gon' make it first, laugh at pain, act like it don't hurt. Time moves slower on them chairs, no heavy futures, no grown-up cares. Just presence, just heat, just young ambition on repeat. Now I pass by, it's half the size, new paint, cover old replies. Some faces gone, some moved away, some still there every day. Owner older, smile the same,
still remember everybody's name. He say, you made it, huh? I just laugh, still climbing, bruh. That alley raised more than thirst, raised resilience before the worst. Small place, but it built my base, gave my hunger a steady pace.
At the drink spot at the end of the alley, we weren't rich, but we had clarity. No contracts, no flex, just loyalty and self-respect.
Now the world bigger when I travel through, but that corner, still my truth. You can upgrade seats in the valley, but roots stay in that alley.
Plastic cups, concrete floor, small beginnings build you more. You don't forget where you found your voice, in that humble little choice. Sunset fade behind tin roofs, street light glow on childhood proof. If I ever lose my way mentally, I know where to go eventually.
Yeah, not to a stage, not to old travel, just back to that drink spot at the end of the alley.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll call in the hallway loud. Teacher pause, class laugh proud. They twisted syllables, clip my tone, turn my real name into something unknown. Then later on in the streets at night, they gave me a nickname built from fights. Funny how labels stick to your frame before you even choose your own name. They used to call me short fuse, quick temper, quick to prove. Used to call me quiet kid, cause I ain't talk much, just observe what they did. Some call me foreign, some call me weird. Some said it joking, but it hit severe. In the block they call me by my rep, not by my dreams, not by my death. But nickname built from one bad night, one wrong move and one small fight. And that label followed me for years, louder than my real idea.
They used to call me something else, now they say it with respect. Same voice, they feel effect. I don't run from what I was, I just don't let that be cause.
But identity deeper than a tag, it ain't stitched on a flag.
They used to call me something else.
Yeah, now I call myself.
They saw a moment,
I saw growth, they saw mistakes, I saw hope, same face, different claim. I outgrew the name they gave.
they used to call me something else.
Now I call myself.
They saw a moment, I saw growth. They saw mistakes, I saw hope. Same face, different claim. I outgrew the name they gave.
I remember trying to live it down, walk in rooms, feel that sound, like reputation move ahead of me, like I couldn't rewrite destiny. But growth ain't loud, it's steady pace. It's showing up in a different space. It's holding back when pride won't heed. It's choosing long game over the street.
Now when they say my old nickname, it don't sting the same, cause I know who I built myself to be, not who they once saw in me.
That short fuse, learned control. That quiet kid found his soul. That foreign name, now global wide. That weird kid turned it to pride. See, labels expire when you evolve. Past ain't permanent, it resolve. You don't fight the old you, you outwork it till it ain't true.
Y'all used to call me something else.
Now they say it with respect.
Same voice, different face.
I don't run Because
brighter than any flame. I redefine my name.
you can't control what they call you, but you control what you answer to. And I stopped responding to the old version view.
Now when they speak my name clear,
It sound different in my ear,
not twisted, not small.
just mine, yeah.
They used to call me something else.
Now I know exactly who I am myself.
They used to call me something else. Now I know exactly who I am myself. Ooh.
Yeah. Static on the late night radio. Basement room. Nowhere else to go. Headphones cracked, volume high. First time I felt seen inside. Outside loud with sirens and doubt. Inside them pictures a different route. Before I knew what dreams about, hip hop was my only way out. Yeah. I ain't a mentors with degrees, just mixtapes and NPCs, just verses talking about pain and pride. Voices saying you gon' survive. They rap about blocks that look like mine. Struggle lines I could underline. Talked about moms, talked about rent, talked about loss with no filter vent. Every bar felt personal, like therapy but lyrical. They said what I ain't know to say. Put rhythm to my hidden rage. I ain't need a gun to feel strong. I found my weapon in the songs.
When the streets pull one direction,
Might pull me to reflection.
when anger built inside my soul,
Beats gave it somewhere to rest.
every rhyme I wrote at night.
Felt like survival in ink and light. Yeah.
Hip hop was my only way out. Only voice when I couldn't shout. Only place I felt control. Only thing that saved my soul. And the world boxed me in with doubt. Hip hop was my only way out.
I remember scribbling rhymes in math class, dreaming stages bigger than the past. While some chase clout or chase revenge, I chase 16 bars to transcend. Studio nights with no AC, just hunger and belief in me. We ain't have money for promotion, just passion heavy as the ocean. Hip hop ain't just beats and fame, it's culture, story, truth and pain. It taught me discipline and craft, taught me how to outlast laughs, taught me words can move a room, taught me silence equal doom. Instead of crashing out in rage, I poured my trauma on a page. Every lows turned into flow, every setback made me grow. They said rap won't pay the bills, but it paid my mental skills.
Hip hop was my only way out.
Not a shortcut, a different route. From block corners to open mics, from notebook tears to stage lights. It ain't just music, it's breath. It kept me alive from spiritual death when I was lost and filled with doubt.
Hip hop was my only way out. Only voice I felt control. Only thing that saved my soul. And the world boxed me in
second chance. I got mine through cadence and stands, through rhythm, rhyme and truth spoke loud. I found myself in the crayon. Now when I grab that mic tight, it feel like that basement night. Same hunger, same route, different stage, same heart out. Yeah. Some had money, some had clout. Yeah, yeah.
Hip hop was my only way out. Only voice I felt control. Only thing that's safe was smoke. When the world boxed me in with doubt. Hip hop was my only way out. Hip hop was my only way out. Only place I felt control. Only thing that saved my soul. When the world boxed me in with doubt. Hip hop was my only way out.
Plastic chair by the corner store. Same spot it's been for years before. Sun fades slow on cracked cement. Evening air feel different. Used to hear his laugh right there. Now it's quiet, just an empty chair. Crazy how absence loud as a flare. When you stare at an empty plastic chair. He used to sit lean back, one leg crossed. Talk big dreams, shrug off loss. Cheap coffee cup in his right hand. Left hand pointing out his master plan. He say, one day we gon' flip this block. Turn these talks into stock and clock. Half of us laugh, half believe. But he spoke like he could already see. That chair was his throne, no lie. Even kings start small in the eye. Now the paint chip where he lean. Ghost of a vision in between.
No headline ran his name. No trending tag, no fame. Just one less body in the light. One less voice in the night. Some losses don't shake the news, but they shake the crew.
That empty plastic chair still sitting right there, like it waiting for him to return. Like the air forgot to turn. We keep talking like he near. Still glance at that empty chair. It ain't just furniture, it's proof. Not everybody make it through. I catch myself almost saying his name, like he late, not gone from the game. Memory play tricks like that. Make grief feel axe rap. The chair seen jokes and heated debates. Seen small wins we celebrate. Now just hold the weight of space in the outline of his place. He ain't perfect, none of us was, but loyalty strong in what he does. He had flaws, had stubborn pride, but heart too big for him to hide. Life don't ask who ready to go, it just pull quick, no warning show. 1 minute here, 1 minute gone, like daylight turning to dawn.
Now every time I sit near that seat, I feel ambition under my feet. Like he's still pushing from somewhere unseen, through that plastic chair between.
Empty plastic chair. That empty plastic chair. A reminder to care, to say what you mean while you can, to show up while you stand. Cause tomorrow ain't signed in ink, and time don't pause to let you think. We all got seats, we unaware that one day gonna be an empty chair. So I sit down slow, let silence grow. Toast to the ones who help me know life fragile is cheap repair. even stronger than that plastic chair. Sun gone, street light glare, same corner, same chair, different presence in the air. Yeah.
We keep grinding,
We keep aware, but we never ignore that empty plastic chair. Yeah.
Plastic chair by the corner store. Same spot it's been for years before. Sun fades slow on cracked cement. Evening air feel different. Yeah. Used to hear his laugh right there. Now it's quiet, just an empty chair. Crazy how absence loud as a flare when you stare at an empty plastic chair. Sit, lean back, one leg cross, talk big dreams, shrug off loss. Cheap coffee cup in his right hand, left hand pointing out his master plan. He say, one day we gon' flip this block, turn these talks into stock and clock. Half of us laugh, half believe, but he spoke like he could already see. That chair was his throne, no lie. Even kings start small in the eye. Now the paint chip where he lean, ghost of a vision in between.
No headline ran his name, no trending tag, no fame. Just one less body in the light, one less voice in the night. Some losses don't shake the news, but they shake the crew. Like the plastic chair, still sitting right there, like you're waiting for him to return. Like the air forgot to turn, may keep talking like he near. Still glance at that empty chair. It ain't just furniture, it's proof. Not everybody make it through.
I catch myself almost saying his name, like he late night gone from the game. Memory play tricks like that, make queef feel abstract. That chair seen jokes and heated debates, seen small wins we celebrate. Now just hold the weight of space in the outline of his place. He ain't perfect, none of us was, but loyalty strong in what he does. He had flaws, had stubborn pride, but heart too big for him to hide. Life don't ask who ready to go, it just pull quick, no warning show. 1 minute here, 1 minute gone, like daylight turning to dawn. Now every time I sit near that seat, I feel ambition under my feet, like he's still pushing from somewhere unseen, through that plastic chair between.
That empty plastic chair, a reminder to care, to say what you mean while you can, to show up while you stand. Cause tomorrow ain't signed in ink, and time don't pause to let you think. We all got seats we unaware, that one day gon' be an empty chair.
So I sit down slow, let silence grow, toast to the ones who helped me know life fragile is cheap repair, even stronger than that plastic chair.
Yeah, sun gone, street like glass, same corner, same chair, different presence in the air.
Yeah, we keep grinding, we keep aware, but we never ignore
that empty plastic chair. crack city hum low. Same block view I used to know. Used to stare past water towers, counting dreams instead of hours. Suitcase packed in my mind for days. I used to wanna leave this place. I was tired of the same 4 streets, same corner talks, same defeat, same headlines, same red tape, same one day that never escaped. Friends stuck in a loop like vinyl spin. Same mistakes, just soda skin. I felt bigger than my zip code lines, like my ceiling wasn't sky, just signs. Every siren felt like a warning bell. Every loss felt personal hell. I told myself if I stay too long, I'ma blend in where I don't belong. But leaving ain't simple math. It's roots and blood in your path. It's mama's porch and childhood scars. It's corner stores and broken cars. How you escape what helped you grow? How you outgrow what made you so?
I used to wanna leave this place, run far, don't look at its face. Chase skylines, red lights, different air, different night. But every time I try to erase, I still saw home in my reflection's face. I used to wanna leave this place.
I remember buying one-way thoughts, imagining what better cost. But distance don't dissolve the past, it just make the memory last. You can move to a higher floor, but still miss that corner store. Sometimes what you're trying to flee is the part that built your identity. I left for a while, chased the view, learned the world ain't always new. Different streets, same human pain, different hustle, same hunger game. That's when I understood one thing: you don't outrun everything. This place gave me my backbone strong, gave me rhythm in my song. It taught me grind when hope was thin, taught me lose and rise again. I ain't trapped, I was shaped, not confined, just carved in place.
I used to wanna leave this place, now I carry it in my pace. Not as chains, but as pride, not as limits, but as guide. I can travel far and wide, still let my roots ride. You don't always have to escape, sometimes you elevate the place. Some leave angry, some leave scared, some come back more prepared. Home ain't walls, it's what you trace inside your face.
No crack, same night air, different mindsets standing there. I ain't stuck, I ain't erased, I just grew from this place. Yeah.
I used to wanna leave this place,
Now I build it at my pace.